suck. Alright, I've been talking this whole time. You're like, what is this guy even doing? I'm so sorry. So on NinjaTrader, you can move your rectangles out just by clicking this. And then it's, it moves it along the line there. Now that I've lost my rectangle, we're going to change the color to lime green. And we're going to make it 30 like the other one. And so to explain back here, this is a GAN fan, right? And GAN fan just kind of gives you trend lines that kind of span out from a certain time. And so we use the lowest low. And I filled in the blanks to kind of give me more detail on where that is, just so we can see where resistance is and over time. And you can tell like momentum, like you're in a bearish momentum because every time you hit a line, you cut through it going down, but you have resistance as you're going up, right? And so, and it's getting lower and lower. So resistance was here in this area, and then it moved down to here, right? And then your down move is pushed through 1, 2, 3 lines, right? Come back up through and stopped here, but before it stopped here, right? And so you know that you're in a downward trend. Obviously you can just look at it. But if you were having trouble, you can kind of look at it like that and say, okay, well, I'm having resistance as I'm coming back up, not really as much as I'm going down. We are kind of slightly going down. There is like some type of resistance holding us, from dumping across here. And so you can say it's like this is like our structure, I guess you can say. And then, so this would be kind of like our channel. And this would be more like our extreme, which doesn't really play into any of this because it's up above here. That's why we have a separate line for that one, because it's more aggressive going down. The further away you get from this area, the more aggressive your channel is going to be coming down, because we're in a downward trend, right? All right, so, but if you also look here, you can see that price is, or volume, or, well, resistance, support, momentum is slowing down to the downside. It was speeding up here, and then it started tapering off here, and then you poked through here, but you still didn't break this low right here, right? You left this low so that you have liquidity like right here. And then now look at your stop here. We're starting to pull back right there. So now we know that we're kind of getting into like a little of a pennant area. So we know that we have liquidity here in this area. And so let's do to the bottom of this blue box right here, because that's where your wick just went down to. And so you just tapped. Did that just tap liquidity? I think it did. I think that's a wick right there coming down. So you just tapped your liquidity for this area. Yeah. And so now that is, if it just tapped that, it's probably going to go up from here. And so now you have like this, kind of like this going on, where momentum is shifted. And so this probably goes up, and you probably start to see these being broken now and finding support on them as they go up. And so if I was to draw another one of these and put it up here, it'd be something like that. Now you have your quadrants here. Some people do a grid. You can see as it falls into one, but it looks like you're going to hold support here, more or less, and then turn. This is a 3-minute chart. So let's get rid of the trauma here. So we just tap liquidity here. So let's get rid of that. Let's put a circle here. That's your low. I'm going to put a line across here. If it holds that, then it's saving it to break it later to come back up and do it again probably. If it breaks it, then most likely, and it closes down here, it's most likely going to go for a sweep. Oh, I'm sorry, I did the wrong one. This one here. So we're going to do these two lines here to give us like an idea of if it's going to stop inside here. If it stops inside this little area right here, then it's probably a long going up. And I'm going to change one of my charts to a micro, because this is my play count. I'm going to do it in micros, so it gives me more play time, so I can figure things out. All right. Wait, which chart are you guys looking at too? I forget. Oh, you're looking at the wrong one the whole time. Wow. God, I really suck at this. No, yeah, that's right. This is the GAN fan. I'm so sorry. So you can see like where you find resistance, 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 support, drops through, support, even though it's not touching there, but basically support. And then resistance as it holds it right here and pushes it back under, resistance. And so when you're going up, when you're on the left side of a line, a trend line, it's more powerful, right? It's a stronger move. It should be expanding, but whenever it goes to the right side of it, it should be contracting. So you can see like it's expanding as it goes to the left side, and contracting as it goes to the right side. Now on the downtrend, it's the opposite. You know, you're in a downtrend, it's contracting as you go to the left side, and then expanding as it goes to the right side. So look at that, we just broke through. Woo! And I just totally missed that. But now we hit this liquidity area right here, and we probably have a trade about to happen. Let me switch this to micros, MGC. Oh no, I just switched all of them. Okay, let me take this off. And then let's switch this back to GC. And I wanted to get in on that. All right, so we're going to give, does this chart not have time? Bar timer there. All right, so we're back down to this low. I'm going to see how low this goes. We've got 1 minute and 32 seconds, so really don't ever want to enter it until it's closer to the end. Obviously, it's going to have some resistance here, and it's probably going to leave a long wick here in its place, so we just got to time it right. So you can always pull up another chart and look at it from like a smaller time frame, or a tick chart, get away from the time. And then let's see, so now you can see, I wonder if that changes it. Yeah. Get rid of that. Now you can see the tick chart here. This is 100 ticks, and 100 ticks is good because it's a good measurement to base your moves off of, because it's 100 ticks, 100 orders have to go, orders come through, and what do they do with those 100 orders, right? And so either they're bullish or they're bearish, you know. And but you can see like that last 50 tends to like be more towards what it wants to be. So I'm going to enter here, right? Because we have this structure like this. And of course I did it on the wrong chart. Freaking hell. I did not want to be in GC on this chart. I wanted to be minis. But I'm going to put this here. And we're probably going to have to bite that one if it gets too crazy here. But it's respecting it right now. So let me get this ready over here. We're going to move this up pretty quick whenever it gets going here. Yeah, it moves away from this. If it comes and gets me, then I'll switch over to the other one. That's 100 right there. Come on. Get up there. So you got one tick left. It got to close up here strong. It did. Kind of soak back a little bit, so it's going to do a little bit of a pullback here. Hopefully it doesn't come down too hard. But I'm going to put that there just to protect my profits. I'm probably going to get up here and squeeze this a little bit, even though it's a little volatile. Alright, just push through that line, but it might come slamming down. Okay. As long as it keeps going green, I'm going to come and back it up, because that means if it comes slamming down, it's going to be bad. If it doesn't break that high right there, like this is probably going to go down on this one because it closed red right there. So I'm going to get right here.
Stop, Phil.
Alright, I'm out. And that's going to come pouring down. Alright, well, that wasn't a bad trade for a micro. It's supposed to be a micros account. So let's just take the trading off of this here because I don't want to do that again. So we'll do that. And then this one over here, the one on the right, is just going to be purely my inner trade chart. And we'll do 3 micros. Alright, so we're coming back to liquidity here. You want to make sure that it respects this right here. You don't want it to go past this. It was a good run right here. I mean, it's most likely going to grab liquidity here because if you're in a range, like if this is a range, then you would say this is the high. It just grabbed liquidity from here. You're going to see it probably reverse somewhere in here. So, where's my stuff at? Oh, I can't do it on this chart. Jesus. Okay. Stop limit here. We're going to wait for it to do a lower low like that. And then pull back. Where is this thing going? Oh, it's probably going to go down to the bottom of this candle maybe. Here. We're off the charts down here. I don't think I drew lines past this point. There's my line right there. We're down here. We can go something like that. Wait, I need to go up here. Fill in this blank. So from here. God, it's so far. It's going so far down. Let's see. Where did I draw this from here? And you got the blue one there. And now I need to set this up to where it goes center there. Grab this, put that there. Do that. Where's that line at? Oh, no, I just placed it. Where'd it go? Lord. Imagine it's like right here somewhere. There it is. I hit it right in that line like an idiot. it's getting kind of annoying to do this. Can should have more. I wonder if I can add more lines. I think I can. So it seems like it cuts through. If it cuts through and leaves a wick in one, it goes to the other one. So this should be your up move back up here. Underneath, you're hitting resistance underneath this movement. You've got 3 rejections here. So this might go down and break this maybe. No? Okay, it's probably going to hold here and push through. So we're going to buy it when it fails. So it just went deeper than the second or third candle back.
Order filled.
I probably did that too early, but so it's about right here. Here. My stop is here.
Stop filled.
Yep. Plowed right through it. So we will, it's going to do like a, I guess it's going to seesaw this candle and see where it can stop. It just went above this candle here, and now it's going to see if it can go below it. And it's funny how I put these lines here to try to catch it on the way down, and it went through it, and it's using it underneath it as resistance. We've got liquidity. If you go to this chart here, we've got liquidity down here at 36.79 and 36.75, and I do have where is Trade Day has like a little thing that lets you know when there's people speaking. Oh, you can't. Oh, well, because I turned this on. It's fine. You could see, but let me go. Let's go here. All right, let's play this.
Player refreshed.
So today, what time is it now? 9:12. All right, so 49 minutes. You got U.S. leading index and the German Bubba president Nigel, whatever, speaks from Europe, and natural gas storage at 10:30. 8:30 we had Philly Fed prices for September paid, I guess. It just went off. And so that's it. So we'll just let that play in the background. Alright, so you just grab liquidity from down here underneath this candle, but who knows, you're probably going to retest this low, if anything. So let's just carry this over. Let me get rid of this so you can see. So basically the bottom of this box is where it's going to retest here. But we do have, like I said, liquidity down here at 36.79. And so if I go back over to, let me get rid of this. If we go to this one, what in the world is that? Okay, whatever. If you go over here, I like this. This looks right here. It'll push up, push down. You get that little chevron right here. Temporary move to the upside. most likely.
Order filled.
We'll keep a short stop on this. It's basically, I mean, right underneath this bar. I guess I could do it a little bit longer. We could go like, I'd rather just get stopped out, honestly, and lose next to nothing. I think that's like a 5 tick stop. So times 3, it's 15 ticks. It's $15. That one might come for me. A little bit of a struggle here trying to get up into this liquidity zone that was there. And let me just make sure that you guys can hear me. Testing, testing, testing.
Target filled.
Okay, so I got one.
Target filled.
There's 2. We can just move this one up. And we'll just put this to break even, +1.
Stop filled.
Alright, well, that was fun.
JP Morgan expects Bank of England to deliver rate cuts of 25 basis points each in February and May 2026 versus their prior forecast of cuts in November and February.
Okay. How is this not changing pictures? But this isn't on its on. Why is it showing that? It should be showing the screen behind that. Wow. How do you not see this? Is it because I'm not touching it? Okay. I'll move this over here so you can see it. I'll go over there. And you can see. Okay, as long as that's not in the way, you can see. Sorry, I suck at this, I know. See, I have it on hotkeys, so I was assuming that it would just show you what's on what I see on the screen, but obviously not. So the liquidity zone was at 79, which is down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and grab this and move it down here. That's where your first liquidity zone is. Get a little bit of a bounce here. Probably going to come back up and into this area. You got a lot of empty candles here. Not really sure how much this Gantt fan thing is really helping me, but I'm going to probably get rid of all of it, honestly, because it's brain trauma. Alright. So consolidation, bounce, bounce, bounce. This might be considered one here. And you're going to get a third one here before it decides to come down. You're not looking at the same screen I am. Okay, so this here is this over here. So you see you have one attempt up, 2, 3. You're going to get a third one that breaks the high of this wick here. in this area, and then it'll probably dump from there if it doesn't break out. And you already purged this area here, so you already have a higher high. There's your guy right there. So we
Order
can
filled.
do this here, and our stop can go like right there, which I mean technically it could go back behind this guy up here. But we're going for
Target
ultra low
filled.
risk targets here. I'm gonna carry this down. Let's carry this down to, actually let's carry this one down to here. That's probably gonna get me, because it's not done yet probably. But I just made 10 ticks on that one, so we'll lose 2 here. Or it can continue to go down, whatever. So let's go ahead and move this down then to about, I don't know, 3 or 4 ticks in. We'll go ahead and take, get too ambitious there. Let's go stay inside this purple. Right there. I believe sure. Like I said, we know the liquidity's down below us, right? We marked it on our chart at 79. So obviously we're going to be taking shorts once it fails to go up. And so when you see it break through that old liquidity zone, which is this green area right here with the 2 lines, you see that it's got 1 attempt, 2 attempt, 3 attempts to try to go up, and then it fails, right? So we can go ahead and inch this down. We can get behind these two, or in between these 2 wicks right here. There's not much of a gap there. I don't think they would target that as a thing, but maybe they do. Maybe they do target and whatever. So it might come up and break the high these 2 are sharing right here. So a little bit of liquidity right there, for in case it fails to get below this candle. So if it fails to close below this candle, you can probably see a wick coming up and hitting this. See just how it's soaked up a little bit right there? So you're probably going to see something come back to here. Nope, just grabbing liquidity. It's going to keep going. So see how we got sucked back up right here? If it closes like that, that's not good. We're going to get this in our hand and put this like right here. Okay, cool. Cool. It's moving down for us. And so you can see, oops, there. We're at $310.49 left on these 2 contracts right here to get. Probably more like 25 if it soaks back. So we can put that there. There you go. We'll go ahead and move this. It's doing a good job by itself. We'll go ahead and put this at the bottom of this purple here. We'll put this at the bottom of this green line, our candle, for when it grabs liquidity. And like I said, we're probably going to 79, which is right here, right where this last one is, to grab this liquidity. And if this was like a regular, what do they call it? If this was just GC and not micro GC, this would be like, what, almost $1,000 trade. but the risk is so high on that. What am I doing? There. Now I'll have to adjust it. Let me do this one too. So this one lags right here, so you got to watch that. Kind of want to put it probably, it's probably going to manipulate the high of this right here. So this purple box is probably good. We'll hide it up in this area right here, behind this last wick. Which most likely, if it comes to fill this gap right here, it's going to come past that
Stop
anyways.
filled.
Alright, so it's got me on 1. Let's see if it's going to come up here for that. So if it does come up here for that, I can just move this up to the green one actually, because it most likely will find its resistance in this area. Could be just grabbing liquidity off the top of this right here, like I said earlier, and be done, and then come down. But if it can't come down from there, then it is going to come up a little bit higher. Still got another $56 left with this one contract. And we'll just go ahead and move this down just in case to the bottom of this blue box right here. So all these different rectangles are different, just they're dynamic target and support and resistance basically. You can see it hit this line box and it's getting resistance, right? And I've got this blue box for, you know, the low of this move right here. So we can put our target down to the low of that move in case it's targeting that. And I have my stop currently behind this wick of this candle here, above this lime green box and above the purple box. So I'd have to go through several boxes just to get to me. This would be a $800 trade right here if we were to take profit right here if it was a regular account. Alright, breaking through there. Got a lot of open wicks or candles right here. All underneath the lime green box, so it should be pretty good. And then we can start drawing like a trend line here. Something like that. So resistance, I don't like how it moves my lines though. So getting resistance right off the lime green box right there. It's dynamic, so it moved down. So rejecting there. You got the blue box here. Could be rejecting there. It's going to push through. Got the bottom of the box here. So yeah, it did kind of help reject it there. Now it's pushing back into this purple. It just broke the high this last wick there. It's basically coming for me, it looks like. I am still up here. I could probably move, well, this would be like a target right here. Any moves to the upside we know are fake or false because it's just grabbing liquidity in order to come down and dump. But we'll go ahead and draw these trend lines. typically those are targets for a price action to get back into once it finds its bottom. So we might be getting close to the bottom here, and it's going to. We already hit. No, we didn't. We didn't hit 79 yet. 79 is down here. I thought I drew this box down here. That was something else, maybe. So we'll go here. Say that's our liquidity zone down there. I got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9th bar, and if it doesn't come crashing down to close below here, which it didn't, unless it's going to do like 17 here, that's a bullish move right there. It means that they got a little bit more control now than they did before. Oh, there it goes. That was weird. A little fake out. Got bearish there for a second, then turned around and went right back up. So this is probably going to make its way. No. It looks like bears got it. Like you got some bulls that are strong here, and bears have it. So there's as it goes, if it gets big here, it gets even bigger here. So I mean, why doesn't it have that momentum? And, on the other candles, I don't know. So you can see it was respecting the top of that teal box there. Now it's respecting the bottom of the teal box. It's got to crack this low right here. I don't even know what this line's for. Oh, it was this line. It got all jacked up, I guess. We'll just get rid of that. There we go. So now my stop is way up here. And you got all this area right here. I did need to look at my stocks. Fuck. Maybe this out of the way. Put this. Okay, up 11 cents and NMDM down. That's sad. I had 8 option calls on NMDM. Path is up 11 cents and joint is up 2 cents. That's good. I have option calls on those too. So
Italy's foreign minister says we back the sanctions against Israel ministers with unacceptable positions on Gaza and West Bank.
just open too. I'm gonna put this here. I don't know where that is, but that's like way up there still. So let's get it further down. I need to move that over so I can see. Let's go here. There. Okay. So most likely probably will manipulate that, but let's go right behind here. So manipulate the high, manipulate the low. It's going to probably pull back into the middle here and then manipulate one side or try to manipulate one side and fail and then go to the other. Really close to the liquidity area down here though, so I'm just going to see if we can hold on tight. Oh, that's a strong move to the upside there, but purple holds it. Now it's got to close below this green. If it doesn't, probably going to go deeper in. And this is where you're probably going to see some higher bounces here because it's getting so close that it might actually pull all the way up to here in order to come down here. White box just moved down, so this might be your dynamic resistance here, which is pretty much exactly where my stop is. So let's move up just a touch to get that box in between us and it. This is your main resistance right here, and that's also at the high of your last move up. It just moved down, so starting to get more pressure as it comes down. This is where you're basically a lot of your your stops or your short sellers or something were going to be in this area, so it should have a lot of protection as it comes into this area. It doesn't mean it can't go through it, but it most likely will bounce before it does go through it, I believe. So we'll continue to use that as a safe haven, I guess you can say. But like I said, this is not going down here, so you're going to see it probably come up pretty high, which I could probably just move this down and get my profit if it doesn't do it on this run right here, because I mean, I don't care, I can just jump in another trade and get that. Okay, looks like we might get it right here. Keep drilling. Alright, we're at surface level right here. Come on now. One more tap. I have seen them reverse right here and go way high. That's crazy. Here, like right here, just tap it. It's almost like it's afraid to. Ooh, got him. Trend line's down here now, so we drew that trend line on purpose so you can see where its downward projection is to try to get back to this trend line. If it can't get back to the trend line, then it ends up reversing and going up. So let's see. We don't want to get tapped out of it, but most likely we'll tap out above this and then dump back down. So we're going to go right here.
Stop filled.
And I just got out right there. So I sacrificed like 5 ticks or whatever. But let's see where we ended up. Alright, not bad. So in micros we made 129 ticks. In minis we made $300. So not bad. 129 ticks is on minis is $1,290. So got to make 2,000 in this account here in order to pass it. Like I said, I did like a little small one because I was going to play minis in it. Alright, so I'll probably stay out of this because it's probably going to be a lot of like whipsawing because this is where it's loading up, right? So you're going to probably see it tap this area like multiple times, and that means your moves are going to be really short and annoying, and you don't want to be in that mess. So we'll wait for that to pass. Take a look over here. My joint path is shrinking up in profits. It's not as plentiful as it was. I'm hoping in India we'll find like some support here. I have 8 option calls on it, and if people will load up, because I mean their earnings was good. So I mean they do have a lot of cash expenditure, whatever. They're expelling a lot of cash. So not really as profitable as you would hope. Let me see. I need to look at my stuff. Come on now. What's 0? Something 0 right here. So wait, no, go down here. I'll help this out. Robinhood likes to play games. They like to make it look like your option call went to 0, so you'd sell it. They're a bunch of assholes. They think they're fucking smart. But you can just resurrect it. And that puts value back on the board. Yeah, that's more like it. So, which one's dumping? one of these will break out and go, it'll put me in the money and this thing will freaking skyrocket. Basically, the way I have it set up is I have 3 option calls and up and down. And so if I'm just going to leave that on actually.
Sterling extends losses down 0.55%.
So I got 3 option calls up and down, and 2 and 3 on another one up and down, and basically staggered to the upside. But if they go down, then I don't really lose any money. But if they go up, once it gets past $1, I triple. Well, not even $1 because I have 3 of them. So once it gets past 33 cents, it quadruples the profits, and so it starts like just compounding. It's actually a lot smarter than what I used to do. If you do them together, you can't control them individually, but if you do them separate, you can sell them early and keep some of the profits from both ends if you want. I'm not completely sold on the fact that it's going to go up or down, so I keep them both right now. But if you can get them cheap like that, where you can cover basically $1 with multiple contracts, then it'll pay to do it that way, because that reduces the amount of risk you have tremendously. And unless it just stagnates and doesn't go anywhere, then you basically just make money. You just keep your money. It's like you don't lose anything. But if it goes up or down, you're making money, and you're only basically risking 33 cents on each side. That's gonna be a good long right there. But I'm gonna wait for it to come back and retest. You can see that it's tapering off, like it was having a hard time getting from here. I think I like it more like that. There you go, look at that. So what was resistance is now support. Boom, takes off. Here's your retest here. It might grab liquidity right here. Let's see if it'll come down and grab liquidity on this. If it does, if it comes down and grabs liquidity, I'll jump in. But it's got to soak back up. So it's going to do like an M pattern because it's such a deep push down. It's going to bounce probably 2 or 3 times. And we're going to have a deeper, probably deeper one here. There's your deeper one there. It's going to pull back up. Because it closed down there, we don't want to jump in. We want to wait because that's probably going to go a little bit deeper.
Just know that the Israeli military says it will shortly issue a warning to residents of South Lebanon.
Okay. See, there's probably a trend line right there. Going at an angle right here. And then it's expanding. As it expands, it goes this way. Look, it's failing to get to the high side over here, but it looks like it's going to get it right there. Yep. So if it was like this, now you can see it. this. There's your double wick there. That's a push down. Just manipulated this low again. This thing has been pouring down lately, so probably got more faith to it going down than I do going up, really. But it's so far down right now. I would have to catch it again up here. I wanted to catch it here, but I stagnated on it. When you draw that trend line and you see the double wick and it manipulates it, it's usually like a dump down, especially when it closes underneath it like that. If this holds here and it comes back through, it probably passes through this, which is just another sign of slowing down on the momentum there, but it is pouring down pretty hard right here.
That's saying Israel will attack Hezbollah infrastructure in South Lebanon.
Correct. Oh, come on, join. Come on, Path. Make a move. Alright, going back up. That's before the line. FYI. Comes and erases this candle. We'll jump in. Here's your my line right there. But it's on top, so I can find support right here. You cracked it again. Get the 89 coming right here. Let's see if it knocks it down or not. Probably manipulates it and then comes back. It's a good doji right there. If it closes red.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Nope. I was a little late on it. And wait for it to check it again. That's going to do a higher high. Okay. Yeah, I should have waited for the triple. I was thinking this was the triple, but the triple independent groups. 1, 2, 3. So I only lost like $15 there.
Order filled.
I did it again. I should have waited. Okay, well, I got lucky maybe. This doesn't come up and get me. It did close down.
Target filled.
Okay. All of them? Wow. What a savage. Okay, we're going to wait for a third one this time. Purple box right here. It's going to break for a high. Yeah, it's going to. It's matched it. It most likely takes this before it dumps. So this will be like the higher one in the middle here, I assume. It needs to throw one more wick for it to be the trifecta. Here's our higher one right there. And now we gotta wait for another wick. We gotta wait for another group to come up and retest this for it to be a true, like a reverse. Now we could do like the reverse of this one, right?
Order filled.
That should be good.
Stop filled.
Oh, it got me. It got me. It was like psych. So So you gotta wait for it to come down and close. I jumped again because I got in before it closed. So 1, 2, that would be a good 3 right there. Close down. We gotta wait for this though because it didn't close underneath that wick. Look at it. Look at it. Psych. Okay, that's the inside. And that's going to be a wick above. This could close underneath this other bar and it would be a good dump. Nope. New high. My mom's got family over. Here's a drop down right there. Let's see if we get another wick up in this area. I don't like taking it unless there's one separate like this. Here you go. This fails. We take it. It's a new high. It's a new high. See what I'm saying? The thing's now it's just too bullish. Like before it was freaking bleeding. Now it's just off and running. Probably getting back to this area up here, maybe. So wait. You gotta get the triple fail in. Where is this? I can't see what's on the other side of this. This freaking thing. It's a big turn right here. Let me go say hi to peoples.
At the top of the hour, we'll be getting the US leading index for August, looking for negative 0.2% on a prior negative 0.1%.
Alright. Had to make nice. Alright, path is up 14 cents. Joint's kind of chilling. And DM's trying to find its bottom. We can draw our trend here, trend line here. Touch there. There. So that could be considered a triple, I guess. There's a wick there, there, and there. I don't know. I don't trust it. I want a separate move right here to fail. And then I'll jump in. Alright, show strength right there. Now you're going to pull back to your third fail right here. You got your box here for your bounce. Or just push right through, whatever. Here it comes. Maybe. It's quite the move down though, I tell you. See it just stop here and reverse. It's kind of crazy. Alright, it's down to the 89. So you're going to get a move back to the upside. I'll probably buy this. Retest here for the low. It probably just keeps going now, I guess. It's underneath the 89. Or it could be manipulating. Let's see if it keeps going up. Third attempt, like fail right here. If it can stop short of that low and then create another one lower than that, but not as low as the first, as your lowest low right here. So in between these two, that would be ideal. Right there, really. Oh, no, we're going to go deeper. This is your lowest low now. Now if we can get one in between those two. Well, it just seems like it's giving us like that 2 and go right there. And it might be like counting something else that I'm not seeing but here. Hopefully this comes down. Is that in between? Is that it? Okay. I don't trust it. It didn't go as high as that wick there. It's going to get another pullback that goes lower than this last one. Well, I guess it's just going to take off and run without me, I guess. It's never that easy. It's never that easy for it to just come down and hit, you know, boom, boom, and just go right back up. It's always going to come back down. Test this. It does every other time, I swear.
3 minutes now until the US leading index for August, looking for negative 0.2%.
It's about that time. What is it? Minutes and 34 seconds left for a 15-minute bar. So let's see. I guess you're going to get your third fail up here before you get that one down here. So I would have liked to caught one of these two. Fuck. It should go higher than this last one here. So we're basically looking, see where this green line is? Kind of looking there.
According to US officials, the Trump-Xi call is at 9 AM Eastern Time on Friday. So that's the Trump-Xi call set to be at 9 AM Eastern Time on Friday.
Now we're looking for a triple fail in this area. There's your green line. We don't want it to go above this. It just wicked it. Most likely we'll pass it. Yep. It just purged this high right here. If it sucks all the way back down under, it doesn't go back above it. It's not much of a purge there. You would think it'd be a little bit more emotional, but okay. I think it's just going to end up popping it and going up more. Did close beneath that candle. I don't know how much faith I put into that, but we'll see. A little bit emotional coming down right there. 12 left on this. Let's see where it ends up. Up. Look at that. New high going to be made. Wow, that little wick right there, that could be a sign if it doesn't go past. If it closes red, it's going to probably dump. Nope, went higher. That's got to close all the way back down underneath the other two candles for it to stick. Yeah, it's going to go higher. All three candles.
Negative 0.5% for the US leading index. That's negative 0.5%. For the actual number, it was 98.4.
Alright, that just capped above that candle there. It's got to close beneath it. Kind of erases it. But that would just be a double right there. You need a third.
The senior manager of business cycle indicators at the conference board said in August the US LEI registered its largest monthly decline since April 2025, signaling more headwinds ahead. Among its components, only stock prices and the leading credit index supported the LEI in August, and over in the past 6 months. Meanwhile, the contribution of the yield spread turned slightly negative for the first time since April.
Well, this third fail is...
It also adds the persistently weak manufacturing new orders and consumer expectation indicators. Labour market developments also weighed on the index, with an increase in unemployment claims and a decline in average weekly hours in the manufacturing. Overall, the LEI suggests the economic activity will continue to slow. With the major driver being higher tariffs, which have already trimmed down the first half 2025 GDP. The conference board say while not forecasting recession currently, they expect GDP to grow up by only 1.6% in 2025 and 2.8% in 2024. Bank of England's Governor Bailey, in a broadcast interview, says market pricing signalling wait and see approach
triple fail right there.
is correct, and slowing quantitative tightening pace is sensible and pragmatic reaction to markets. Bailey also adds that timing and scale of cuts
the high there.
More uncertain than before August.
A little bit bigger of a risk there, but you get triple fail here, so it should still.
He doesn't think there's a stress in the market.
He just fell underneath the trend line there, failing to get back.
Continues to think there will be more cuts, and doesn't want to add to movements in markets. And then we also have Nagel on the wire saying outlook for inflation is very stable. So that's ECB's
consolidation. 1,
Nagel
2,
saying outlook for
3,
inflation is very stable.
3 across. 1, 2, 3. And then I failed to get back up with a wick to the high there. This is just going to close back down underneath this bar. If it doesn't, then it's going to try to come back up. $40 ticks left. 30. It's going to close down there.
Target
I did.
Filled.
It's going. Move this down to the end of this wick here. We're +1 on our stops.
Stop filled.
Yeah, see how it stopped right at the edge of this right here. It's going to be a problem. Might have to get in it again. If it closes back underneath that bar, I might enter again. I thought it was +1. Now I'm 0.
Stub filled.
No. Oh, it just made a new high. Again, but they just closed back down low. So basically a fail. But you gotta get triple. They just made another high. Yep. This is going. So basically your consolidation with your dip down and then a launch right there. So another consolidation just kind of hidden in there. And this is your move up. If this fails to go up, it'll do like a double pullback to deeper and then like a double inside turn here. That's going to come down to break even here, then try to go back.
Just a reminder, there is a live link on the board for Keir Starmer and President Trump holding a press conference during his state visit.
Right, show strength right there. That probably continues. I'd like to see a third fail right here because you got no wick right here.
The press conference will be starting soon.
Okay. Come on, give me my third fail. Boy, they get wishy-washy on this shit. They do like a whole structure here, and then they break it for the high. They don't give a third fail. They just dump it. Come on now. There it comes. Even if it reversed right here, it would be considered a third fail, but I'd like to see it get up into this area like the purple box without breaking the high of the purple box. So we're going to get ready to short it. Look for signs of a reverse. We want triple fail here on this set of candles. We got 2 wicks there. You're going to have a higher one. So that tells you at least we're going to have another 3 candles at least. Or not. Whatever. Support here. That gives cause to go back up. I guess they're going to say that it failed to go back up right there. That 1 second it tried to go up. And it failed to go down there. That whole bar. Another whole bar here. Go up and give it my third fail. This could be a reaccumulation pattern right here, down here at this low. I mean, this probably be better off as a buy. And just liquidated the bottom of that, like it just manipulated the low right here. Soaks back, I didn't. It closed down there. I don't know about that. That makes me question. Yeah, no. Now you got equal lows down there? Dude, that's so sketch. You just broke it. But it just stayed down there, so you're dumping. I don't trust that. Ugh. Okay, this is boring. Back into these 2 green lines here. You might find support. You did just grab liquidity off the bottom of that right there. This would be a good reason to go back up.
Order filled. Stub filled.
Okay, well, I couldn't adjust it to the low of that wick. I probably should have waited for the third candle. They're going to go lower here. No? Now can I get in?
Order filled.
Alright, I've adjusted it to the bottom of the wick. And then this up, this up. Go here. It's going to catch me shopping and come down and get me, I'm sure. How is it negative? How did I enter it that high?
Trump and Starmer begin the joint press conference.
If this doesn't break the high and stay up there, I gotta get out of it. And we're off. Could reject right there.
The White House releases the text of the UK-US MOU.
Let's get underneath this. I have a feeling this is going to come back right here somewhere. Didn't clear the high of that candle right there. Yep, we're going to go right here, the bottom of this wick. We're at 529, or was.
Stop filled.
Okay, yeah, see, rejected right here. That's coming back down to probably do support like this right here. Probably something like this. Retakes the high of this candle, super aggressive, right? Doesn't retake the high of this candle, falls into this channel, average. Doesn't stay in this channel, falls out
Starmer
of it.
says 250 billion pounds flowing
Goes
both
flat.
ways across the Atlantic.
Reaccumulation. Falls below, going flat, and can't recover. Distribution. So failing to get to the high there, but it's the second one. It's more like the test. Like it's a show of strength. Like I can get above this candle, but I'm not going to because I want you to try to short it, right? And then I want to see how far you take it down, right? So I'm going to short it down, right? If you can't get it past the low of this candle, then bullish as hell, right? And then I'm going to buy it. That's kind of like the thought process, right? Stop this wick right here, short of hitting that high right there to make it look extra weak. Oh no, but I'm going to close it green, showing you that I can close it green. But I'm going to manipulate this candle, grab liquidity underneath it because I just showed you that I can go strong here and hold a green candle. But I'm going to grab liquidity underneath my candle because I'm probably not coming back to this area, right?
Order filled.
Put this underneath here. Alright, did close down there, but it didn't close past the wicks. But you were on the other side of this trend line. So could be dumping off of that. We'll see if the bottom of this thing.
Stop
Nope.
filled.
Definitely does not. Yeah, it did it right at the last second, so I jumped the gun on it. But we should have waited. We had 3 fails here too. So we'll just see. It's going to find support somewhere in this area for sure. Just hit the 89 again. Haven't made it. There you go. There's your low.
Starmer says discuss with Trump ways to increase defense support for Ukraine.
Let's see. Back to 433. We were up $100. Shaking out sellers here, so it's trying to go up. You're going to manipulate the bottom of this move right here because you're in a range, right? And so range rules are frame the high, frame the low, frame the high, manipulate the
Reuters
low,
now reporting
grab the
the
liquidity,
Trump
take
she-call
it back
is
to
to
the
take
high.
place Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern time.
So we're going to wait for this to manipulate the low of this candle. I mean, it could be so bullish that it goes, but that's just testing the mean. It's going to come down. It's going to break this low. It might retest this mean like 3 times. Grabbing liquidity. There's your breaking the low there. Need to push underneath this green line. Small green candle usually means up, but I want to see this bottom broke. You can't tell me it's so bullish you can't get down there and break that. So I just tapped it. I don't know if I trust that. I like to see it break it. It broke it on the first one there, so there's still liquidity over there. You just grab the liquidity off the move right here that you just created for the last 5 bars. Here's your further push. Alright, you cracked it. Let's see how far down you go. Alright, it's a much smaller candle right there. Okay, didn't close past the low, but you just gapped down, so you can grab more liquidity, probably soak back up. Or not, do it on the next candle. There.
Order filled.
If I can grab this wick. And I should have waited for the third one, because really it could just come down and crack it again, right? Because there's no wick here, right? So shame on me. We'll adjust this, but I mean, technically.
Trump is committed to ensuring UK has supply of reliable AI.
You did get a third wick right there. If they count that as this is a wick, and those 2 are wicks, and that'd be 3. If you subtract this red from that green, you would have a wick there. So different time frame, 120 ticks. This would be a wick right here. So possibly that's how if you use candle math, that's what you would see.
Trump touts the job numbers and investments.
Come on, hold it. Come on, hold it. Uh-oh. Whale symbol. Usually means it manipulates the high of this move and then dumps. Usually.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Okay, coming down. This could be the third leg right here. It's possible. Kind of janky.
The Mexican President Scheinbaum says Mexico and Canada to seek to strengthen trade via ports.
Didn't go all the way up either though. Double inside turn here.
United.
Trump says Putin let me down. That's Trump saying Putin has let me down. Trump says we'll see how Ukraine talks pan out.
Getting smacked down right here from the high. Look for another, probably another leg in between these two. I'll probably just get out.
Stop filled.
I'll let this come down.
Russia and Ukraine will get done, and Israel and Gaza is complex but will get done.
I'm going to buy again when it gets in between these two right here and holds. Or even level right there, but I wish it would break it. Right there.
Order filled.
Right behind this wick. Now I could just pile drive down, but that's why we keep our stops right at the end there. So I mean, not a tremendous amount of ticks there. But the move up is massive if it holds. You're already grabbing liquidity from this guy right here.
Stop filled.
Nope. Gonna make a lower low, of course. Watch it reverse and take off right here. But see, I don't like how it closed down here. Now it's closed down here. You really can't. You gapped up too. So how do you change this? I don't know. I hope they bring another one down and do a third one right here because I don't like jumping in on that. Yeah, you take some losses here, but we're super small loss risk, right? You're basically betting on the fact that it's holding this level, and you're taking like a like a 5-tick loss or whatever, somewhere in that range. So you get one here. This one's deeper here. This soaks back up and closes inside here. You get a third one that's like in the same realm right here that doesn't break this low. That's your guy. So let's see if we need a little reprieve, so we need a candle like that to close like that. So there's no wick here. So we can pass the wick and create another level below it. Just like the other two. You have bars there where the wick doesn't go all the way down. It's possible they use that as a third wick. It's fucked up if they do. because it should give you another one like that. Now that didn't close
The
past
EU
low.
Defence Commissioner
It's grabbing liquidity this
Kubilius
far.
says he plans video conference on creating a drone wall on the EU's eastern border with the defence ministers next
Closed
week.
all the way down flat there and then pushed further. So now this is the new low. Still closed inside there. See how they can just keep creating new lows right there like that. It needs to stop short of hitting this, which it did on this one, but that's not really fair. I don't know. I don't like that. I need another one here. And they probably won't give it to me. This will probably be really sly and they'll just take off with this. It'd be really fucked up. Here you go. This one comes down past the low of that wick right there. That is not passing it. That's passing it. That could be considered a third attempt. I mean, a really bad third attempt, but yeah. It really didn't even try, honestly. There you go.
Order filled.
I'll jump in on that. Just as to the end of the wick. Doesn't break it to the high here. It could come down. Another whale call. Usually means manipulation, another push down. That's what happened over here. Probably gonna get ready to close this. I want to see it take off and run. If it doesn't, then it's most likely gonna fail. Dump. I need to see this wick. We're at 397, slowly bleeding a little bit. I can see this coming down.
Just a reminder, the bottom of the hour, we will be getting the EIA natural gas storage change for September 12th. Looking for 81 on a price 71.
I can see it coming down and breaking this low right here.
And the Salt Dome
But not this one down here.
canvas
If it does that,
cavern nat gas stocks, the prior was positive 9. And for the natural gas implied flow, looking for 81 on a price 71. Trump on Israel says, I disagree with the UK PM on the Palestinian state.
there's your break right there in between.
And has a disagreement with Netanyahu.
23 ticks left. Gap up is usually good if it closes green, but when it comes back down and closes that red, not that great. I guess indecision's okay. Close above it would be good. $57 left.
10 seconds to the EIA.
It's probably setting up for a drop. It's going to be pretty hard. As close as any decision.
90 for the gas storage change. So that's 90. A build of 90.
Get ready to close it if it has like a negative reaction.
And the salt dome cavern net gas comes in at a draw of 12.
Draw's good, I guess.
So just to run back over that, the EIA natural gas storage change comes in at a build of 90, and the salt dome cavern net gas stocks comes in at a build of 12.
Alright, so there's your manipulation to that two wicks right there to the left. Inside this blue box, still soaked back and closed above the blue box. There you go. There's your burst to the high here. Needs to close up there. 29 ticks left. There you go. Keep going. Nice. Didn't clear the high of that wick, but it might push through. There you go. Alright, well, we're out of the somewhat of the danger zone for the most part. So you hear him going. This bar goes all the way up to here. Let's hope that this gives us enough life that you can see all the different speeds of these before it comes back and gets me. Need to retake the high here. Doesn't look like it's going to.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Yep. Oh well. We got back to 400 with it, but it's probably finds support and takes off somewhere in this area. It's right on top of the support. So it might manipulate that a little bit. Maybe to the bottom of that green. No? Okay. Didn't clear the high. This could be a double inside turn. Okay, erase that green bar. Looking bearish again. Could be grabbing liquidity one more time. Okay. Green close. I'd like to see when this bar close out right here. Then another one with a wick in between. That would be a good reverse right there. If it's stuck. It didn't turn green. So if this was your consolidation, then this was your dip. One. Or here. 1, 2, 3. Back to the base. All the way up. Breakout. I probably will take a buy.
Order submitted.
Oops.
Order filled.
A little bit of a breakout trade. I don't really want to do a breakout trades normally, but you're breaking the high of this area right here that had been broken. That you set up, you pivoted, you did a short turn here. You're breaking out above it. You're making a run to break out of this. Basically
Matt
across
Dwyer pulls forward their US Fed rate call to the first quarter of next year from the second quarter.
Oh, that's going to come down deeper than I want. Get your 89s like right here, right above me. If it wicks it at all, it's going to get me. I was thinking about getting in right here if it closed underneath this candle to stop the bleeding. It'll only take like a couple of ticks. This might manipulate this low right here, but hold to the blue. So I'll give it, but you get the 89 there. Maybe I'll go down to the 89 too. You just have to wait for it to get across this. It made it. So it's just got to close up there now.
Trump on the Russia situation says, I hope we're going to have good news.
If this comes down, closes, and erases this candle, it's bad. Which means it closes right underneath it. Okay, we're off again. Let's see if this time it'll let us run. Come on, keep going. Move this to the high. Move this to the mid. I'll leave that one there. All you gotta do is go up. Yeah. Triple wicks right there. If it doesn't break that high. It just broke it though. We got lucky. soaking back a little bit right here. Some weakness. That's probably going to go back further than I want. Come on, hold it together. Come on, hold it together. Another whale call. It's been dumping every time it does that. Not manipulating the high like it usually does. Come on. Hold it together. Just grab liquidity out of the bottom of this old liquidity zone. Pushed back in, gapping up. See if it runs with it or if it shoves it back down. Yeah, if this was any other time, it'd be manipulating the high non-stop, right? Like shove it back down. This has got to retake it all the way up. Doesn't look like it can. Get it? Eh. I'll probably close it if it takes that one. Because it's going to come down deeper than I want. If it goes outside this green box and closes. Still green, still inside. It should be bullish. There you go. Get above that. Come on. It just closed outside of it.
Stop filled. Order filled.
I just closed it. Struggling, boy. I tell you what, I only got 450 out of that. Lost 50 bucks on this little bit of a move. Oh, 40, because we were at 490. Could be coming down to find support. I mean, I'm just not one to give back. I'm not a very charitable person. Weakness is weakness. Oh wait. This is getting kind of boring. Multiple attempts to the high here. Fails, dumps. This probably makes a new high. It makes it, you have to have 3 of these together. 3 clusters, I guess you can say. I did say we were going to treat this as like a reaccumulation move right here, right? But I mean, technically it already came up out of it and came back in. So we just been going at it strong this whole time. This is probably the move out, to be honest with you. I say it grabs liquidity here, then turns around, retakes the high, and just breaks out and goes. Like, here's your move. There was your dip down low. Let's see if we get a retest to this candle here, and we'll get in with a really low risk. Right there. Correct
Order
it.
filled.
Right there. Maybe if it holds. Nope,
Filled.
it doesn't hold. right here though. Like, that's it. That's it right there. That's that guy.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Trump on TikTok speaking to Xi, hope to finalise something.
Strong move back to the upside. Retake the high. There you go. There you go. Come on. You grab the liquidity. That's the move right there. You just erase that candle. I got in a little early before I did it, but that should help protect me. There you go. So kind of double my risk of what I would normally do, but I've been doing that already, so I've been doing all right with it. I'm at 496 now. If I took profit right here, but I'm nowhere near taking profit. It's got to break out. Good. Get up there and go. 28. Good. Come on now. Don't act like you're struggling right here. That's right.
Trump on TikTok says it will be owned by all American investors.
It's a Chinese company. We're forcing them to sell it to us. Fucked up. Alright. So target is 680.9 for the first one. Hopefully it'll pull back.
Trump says we may do an extension with China to close
77.3.
close to a deal. So that's may do an extension with China close to a deal.
I wonder what Trump's got in mind with TikTok here. I kind of find it hard to believe that he's doing it just for us. Should try to hold at 77.3. Or I'll lose my first contract. Come on, break it. I'm gonna move my thing without breaking the high. It's kind of crazy. You would have already moved it if you moved higher before. Alright, so this first one's turned out to be pretty good. Not gonna lie. Second, the last two are set to pause and wait for it to get to a certain height. Well, right now we're 45, so that could be like 66. Let's look at it. Edit. What is 40 and 60? Why is it not moving? What's this one? 24 and 20, 15. That don't make sense. What is this? Okay, well, that's weird. These two are longer than the other one. Alright, whatever. So I don't know when they start moving then, because it says 40 and we're already at 43.
Stop filled.
Okay, there's the first one right here.
Just in 10 minutes at the top of the hour, the US Treasury will announce the size of their 2-year, 5-year, and 7-year notes. The estimate for the 2-year is looking for $69 billion. The 5-year estimate is $70 billion, and the 7-year estimate is $44 billion.
I want to see it bounce above this, off of this box and go higher. Not that I'm going to let it fall back either, but I'd rather not take lower targets. We'll go here with it. We'll go here. Okay, we're at 540 here for to take profits. I need that to break the high there. I have to manually adjust. I'm going to change the follow on these two right here because they should just be slower. They shouldn't be like stagnant. Okay, let's push it down pretty hard right there. Under the trend line, could soak back up. Grabbing liquidity here. Or it could be it's moved down. That'd be a triple fail. I guess you can say that would be a triple fail. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and reduce our risk here. $18. This candle doesn't soak back up. 2. It closed down too. It's gonna bleed. Yeah. I'm gonna put it right underneath
Stop
that.
fill.
There you go. 496. I'll take it. 500-ish. Whatever. Hello, old friend. Yeah. If you look at the trend line, I mean, it's possible it's just going to come down to this, but I'd rather not just be in it and hope that it doesn't come down further. Manipulations, it's game. It's already past this point right here, right? It could be more like this. So far today we did 300 in minis and 200 in micros. Struggling to get past that 200 in micros. That's a feat. That's like $2,000 in minis. I'm looking for some type of support here. I'll wait for it to manipulate this low if it's going to do it. We could be setting up for a dump right here. Fail to get to the make a new high. Double inside turn.
Trump says if oil price drops, Putin will have no choice but to end the war.
No, what? Cap down. Retesting this area here. Another whale. Load them up, load them up, load them up. Indecision here. Turns green.
Order submitted.
It
Order
might be
filled.
a little bit early.
Trump and Starmer in their remarks at the joint press conference.
Can't see it. I'm gonna go to get in. 14 left. Low green candle usually is bullish.
Order filled.
Or not.
Stop filled.
Just less than 3 minutes now until the US are to announce the size of notes for the 2-year, 5-year, and 7-year. The 2-year estimate is 69 billion.
So stupid.
The 5-year estimate is at $70 billion, and the 7-year estimate is at $44 billion.
Okay, third attempt. This is second right here. How do I do like the indecision candle? I need to look at my other stuff. Okay, 2 ticks left on this. Good setup. Third attempt right here. Just needs to go down. Here you go. Not crack the low, which we know it cracks it every time. It might need. This probably is going to go deeper right here, and you're going to get a third one after this. Just saying. 16 left to see what happens. Here goes, like cracking. That's cracked it. Yeah. No, it's even. No, it's cracked it. Right? Yeah. Okay, so you're going to get a third one after this. Let me check my other stuff. 7 to 10. And NDM coming back up a little bit. It's at 41.44. So slow crawl up for it. I think it gets past 150, explodes. can't wait for that. Boy, that would be amazing if I could watch that thing go to $2. It'd be fucking something.
70 billion of the 5-year notes, 44 billion of the
Good
7-year
bullish
notes,
candle, really
and
good.
69 billion of the 2-year notes. So just to go back over that, the US
Taking
Treasury
the bottom
R2
line.
sell 69 billion of the 2-year notes on an estimate of 69 billion. 70 billion
There's
of
a
the
fail
5-year
right there.
notes
Yeah, wait for
on an
the
estimate of
third
70
attempt.
billion, and 44
One more
billion
right
dollars
here.
worth of the 7-year notes on an estimate of 44 billion.
Show strength. Want to see this expand to the upside as well. So just like this one, we want this one to go up. Okay. Again, just like the other one, just need you to pause here. Give me another candle that breaks this low. And this would be called what is known as the reaccumulation. So you have the accumulation, right? And then after the accumulation, you have the reaccumulation. So we just need that third fail right here, so it'll go up. Here it comes. If it doesn't break the low, we get in. That did not break the low. I don't know without the wick. Okay, here comes a wick. That might hold. It's so sketch. $42 ticks. 28. Soaking up.
Order filled.
I'll jump in on that. That should hold. My stop is right above that. Right underneath this wick. God, this candle's so big now. So I'll do top, middle, and this guy. Well, actually, we'll do this middle. And then we'll do the bottom of this guy. How about that? This time, third time's a charm. Already to 520 if it holds. Doesn't look like it's going to. Leave my stuff alone. It's hard enough. Go away. I might just take the profit right here and just be done with it. Say fuck it, because if the market's not going to go up, it's not going to go up. That was even, so kind of hard to say on that one. Probably more bearish than is bullish because it didn't go. I mean, it closed even, but the wick went further down than the other one did. But again, the wick on the other one went higher than the other one, so who knows. Okay, grabbing liquidity and coming down. Probably popping liquidity here and going up. no. We'll just go ahead and get out of that. If it can't go up from there, then we don't want to be in it anyways.
Stop filled.
We can try to catch another one if it acts right, but who knows. Is that enough?
Order filled.
This could all just be a fucking song and dance for him to fail it multiple times. It's 3 fails right there. They turned that candle red. It literally has to break out right here. 24 left. It's got enough to go. It's playing coy. But, I mean, who knows? There you go. See, look at that. Look at. I'm going to try to take my stops before I can get to him. So it breaks out high. Now it's doing this. What is this?
EU plans to phase out Russian LNG more quickly after Trump's push. So that's EU planning to phase out Russian LNG more quickly after Trump call.
Liquidity grab under this line, probably. I don't know. It doesn't look too healthy. Look at that.
Order
Let's go ahead
filled.
and close that. Soaks all the way back up.
Reading into the piece, it says that the European Union is planning measures to accelerate the bloc's phase out of Russian LNG just after the US President Trump called on the EU to do more to curb Moscow's energy trade. The bloc's executive arm is considering including a provision in its new sanction package to phase out imports of all Russian LNG earlier than the end of 2027, which was the EU's initial plan, according to people familiar with the matter. The EU will propose its new sanctions as early as Friday.
They'll probably reverse this if it comes down like it looks like it's about to. Where's this at? Yeah, it doesn't look pretty.
The US Supreme Court is to hear arguments over legality of the Trump tariffs on November 5th.
One tick underneath the other one there. Be a perfect setup for a launch if it wanted to. Depends on how much liquidity was there when it grabbed it. Apparently not enough. If that doesn't soak up and go, I'm releasing this button, it's going to reverse.
Order filled.
the other way. Like I don't. It closed outside.
Stop filled.
Jesus. It closed outside. It's gonna dump.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Let's see how much of a move this was gonna be from here. And that's how much we're going to do from here. Oh, look at that. I eyeballed it. Perfect. If you can't go up, you must go down. So let's go. Get it. This shit's just been so wishy-washy. Like, just fucking go one direction or another. Just choose one. I don't believe it's gonna go anywhere up. It's been fighting to come down. I don't believe it fought just to get down to this. There's nothing down here really. A bunch of candles that have already been wicked. Like, that doesn't even make sense. They're all been wicked right here. There's nothing there. There's a little bit of liquidity here. A little bit. But not a lot. This should reject off of that. Right here. It would do some shit like that. It would go all the way up for no reason. They just come down here for no reason. Like, there's nothing here. The liquidity off of this guy here, but to that extent, there's you already had it right here. You already had that liquidity right there. There's nothing there. That's just a fucking. That's probably because it wants to go down, really. That's what I think. Pull back to reject off the base of this area right here. It's possible. Sign up for the launch and drag into the liquidity down here. This is the trend line from the consolidation from this mess over here. But then it's not down far enough, if that's the case. Just purge this candle. I respected the other one. I'm super bored of this. I'm ready to go play Rocket League. I'm tired of this. So I would like for you to just make your move, sir, please. Just purge this little candle right here. Right there. Failed to get back up to the high here. It's just a big ball of fucking fails. Okay, well, I mean, I'm at 300 right now. I think I'm about over it at this point. probably just gonna let this roll, and I'm probably gonna go play some Rocket League because I'm fucking bored as fuck. Thanks for watching. Just wait for it, and happy trading. And I'll see you on the next one. I know I made 200 and I gave it away, but I also made 300, and I'm gonna keep it. So I'll let this run. Maybe it'll keep going. So you see how the wicks are expanding to the upside here? Not by much, but they are expanding to the upside. You look at your wicks over here. This one did go down one time. So if this one comes down and expands to the downside, then we're about to go into an expansion. It's going to start whipsawing, I guess. But if it holds right here and goes flat to this one, then it's bullish to the upside. And it's going to take off and launch. I do want that wick to kind of go a little bit deeper though. They didn't even really try. Indecision at the high usually means it goes down. Usually. But up move. It's like an in between. That's why it's called indecision. So it's like a freebie for them, I guess. They just made a lower high on that wick, and then I just broke it with this one. Now, if it just turns red and closes underneath it, that'd be a good setup. Closed inside that wick right there. That's a fail. Capped up. Closes red right here. It raises that candle. Nope. Pop. Which could be a buyer's climax kind of like thing on a micro level. The only thing showing power here is that move to the downside. I mean, just a straight 4-bar close underneath the low of that move. You look at the upside, it hadn't even broke the high yet. Not even a little bit. Which is what this move is probably for, is to break the high. So tired. There's a triple fail right there. If it holds and sticks, it'll be a red candle. Erase this candle and you come all the way down here. Or not, just do like a little one there, it's fine. Bullish move up. Trend line here.
A White House official says the Trump admin was not involved in Nvidia's investment in Intel.
Where is liquidity right now? Yeah. that as a sign. Oh. So bored. I think it's bullish here, honestly. Double inside turn. You feel good to the high, right? So that gives you your triple here for it to short, but then you fail to get to the low here. That gives you your third shoulder over here, or your second shoulder, your head. Prefer it to be a little bit deeper, but it's probably a reason why they didn't bring it down that low.
Order filled.
Oh, it should start coming down now. I switch directions on it. Watch it come down and break this low and get me, and then go up. Does it piss me off more? Or can it be safe? I mean, honestly, it can only be down here. I don't want to be down that far, though.
EU Commission discussing proposal to accelerate ban on Russian LNG in the 19th package of sanctions against Russia, according to EU officials. That's backing up earlier reports.
I'm so tired. I didn't go to sleep early last night at all.
The EU official also says that they are to present the 19th package of sanctions to member states on Friday.
Was that the third fail right there? A little nonchalant. I see your triple inside fail, double inside fail. Well, triple 1, 2, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Explosion to the upside. And go. Anyways, I'm done. Thank you. I said it again. I'm over it. I'm so tired. I can't take it anymore. I'm just going to let it run. I don't care. Happy trading. I'll see you on the next one.